en a là-bas, il y en a là.
Eh, ok, le plan, on a fait le plan en fait.
Ah ouais, ça.
Ouais.
Là.
Ah, c'est là le plan.
Non, mais là, on est dans les boutiques toujours. Là. On a ce qu'il faut. Intervalle, c'est marqué là.
Waouh. Waouh. Il y a du monde. Ouais.
Voyage in search of the legend of dry land, the last remaining on the planet. But the Deacon, maniacal leader of a group of evil raiders called Smokers, is determined to find dry land first. He's ensured that no explorer has ever returned until now.
Salvation. We can all start new lives on dry land, but we need to hurry. The Deacon and his smokers are searching for me. Smokers in the distance! Helen! Into the tower! Hurry!
Coming from the south!
Hi, I'm Tiger Woods. Hey, who's got that golf ball? Hold that thing up nice and high. The kid's got my golf ball. No, it's okay. We might actually need these people. Bag this. Walk it off. Brothers and sisters! Everybody go! Thank you, how spontaneous.
Hey, bull guy, get up here, big old chicken, and fight me one-on-one. Come on, come on.
Tiny, help.
I'll give you a yelp and a whoop and a whoop. Yeah.
That'll work. Thank you, Tiny. All right, listen up. The provider has spoken. He tells me personally that somebody around here knows the way to dry land. Dry land. Dry land. We are going to pave it and drive it, tax it and tithe it. Oh. Sweet Joe above, we're going to use it, cruise it, fill it, drill it, and build an 18-hole monument to my beloved self.
Yeah! On dry land, Deacon. I won't let you in either with the Mariner.
The Mariner? The Mariner? You mean your half-man, half-fish boyfriend that poked out my eye? Why don't you bring me the girl?
Get off of me.
Hi. May I offer you a smoke?
Thanks.
Wait a minute. I was going to bring chocolate, but somebody talked me out of it. It's okay. We're going to play some games. Would you like to play? No. Well, we're going to play anyway. Go see Clutch.
Oh, that's a good game.
Guys, what have you got up there? We've got an 8-holer. Awesome. I need to know the way to dry land.
Dry land!
Dry land, Helen. So the game is called The First One That Talks Lives.
Leave him alone. He doesn't know anything.
Well, then I believe, but that'll make you the winner and this guy the loser.
Wait a minute.
Drop him.
No!
Helen! Helen! You're going to tell us where dry land is. You're going to tell us. You'll be next.
Just hear approaching. I see.
Well, what? Shoot it, Bob.
He's gone.
Where's gone me?
Gone under.
All right, I got it. Less attitude. Punch. Spencer, I need you. That would be the Mariner shooting. The water. Shoot the water. Helen? 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 Maybe Lenita. Give her that letter. See if you can get her back. We need her. Don't let her get away. Come on, Spencer. Come back, Spencer. We're crying out loud. The Mariner's right over here. I can see him, and I've got one lousy eye. Tiny, take this guy's head off of his body. You missed. Bob, never mind. We've got guns, he's got water, and he's kicking our butts. Stop playing with her! Wow, what idiot trained that idiot? You did, boss. Thank you. Find out what's wrong with this. The girl is getting away. Are you all right?
I am now.
Ellen! Hi. What are you doing with the fish boy? He's not your kind? No! Actually, he doesn't have a kind. Bob, let's fillet the flounder. It did come forward. Bobby! Let's find out who's the real chicken of the sea.
No! Hey! You got something on your face! I think we got him!
You have something on your back. Stop kicking people. The guy's still alive. Why? I like him dead, Bob. You gonna tell me that Sky back there? Take that idiot with you? That's right. Have him blast everything at Kingdom Come. I'll take care of the freak. Shut up! Kenny, duck! Kenny, sorry! All right. I need something bigger like this. Hey, fish boy! Hi. I want you to meet a real good friend of mine. I call him Boomer. He's awesome. Surf's up. Why don't you do us a favor there? Just stand in one spot. Oh! Crying out, son. Okay, a workshop. Yeah, this would have been good. Yeah, I'm right here, Bob. I kind of saw everything. Guess again. Hey! Somebody flagged my ship? Somebody? Anybody? Hey, how do you like that? I think all of my men are dead. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's a ladder. Let's find out where it goes. Go. Thank you. I got a brand new vision, Helen. Let me run it by you. Pilgrimage for two to dry land. Two. That would be you and me, husband and wife. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna want kids. Kids! Come on over here. Give me a big flat one.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Copie. You hit me.
Look out!
I think so. Seconds. Ow. Take this. Thank you. Why don't you go pack? Your boyfriend and I have a few things we gotta work out. Pack light. One bag. Come on, fish boy. Woo. Let us decide the fate of the new world. Does it belong to man or fish? Shut up. Hey, you can't beat me, you pathetic freak. I got your woman, I killed your friends. So who's gonna stop me now? You? I don't think so. You don't have a leg to stand on. Yes! I, Deacon of Waterworld, celebrate the birth of a new nation. Dry land is my destiny.
Hey, Deacon!
Hey, what? No? Howard!
threat has ended, and civilization may start anew on dry land, while the mariner roams the 4 points of the compass on the endless seas of Waterworld.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Waterworld. Hey! performers from their work in film and television. From The Mentalist, Lon Gowan. From CSI New York, Justin Chambers. From House, Spencer Stone. From The Amazing Spider-Man, Nick Hanneman. And the man who actually did that spectacular 45-foot high dive from G.I. Joe Retaliation, Lauren Dennis. In the boat from Cold Case, Sarah Palmer. And sitting beside her from CSI, Mike Serlin. From the Conan O'Brien Show, my name is Greg Dolph. Thanks a lot for seeing our show. Best of your day here at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA.
His own show, Late Night With. Here's the man himself, Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, hey there! You made it! Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Wonderful Will.
And the greatest driver.
Glorious Graham.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Wonderful Will
owes me $5.
Hey!
I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Yeah, safety is very important. We need you to remain seated whenever the tram is in motion. Keep your arms and legs inside at all times. If you would drop something over the side, or if you have any kind of an emergency, you just reach up and pull that emergency cord, runs down the center of each tram. I'll be back to help you out right away. Same goes true if you have any problem with your audio or video in cars 2, 3, or 4. Pull that cord, we'll take care of it. Now, if you have if you have cameras and video equipment, make sure you have it out. We've got lots of photo opportunities. Just be advised there are moments on this year, 100 years. We have done every kind of movie here. We've done westerns and horror films. We've even done something called film noir. See if you remember this piece of film.
I have the room ready for you and Mrs. Barrington.
Thank you, Walker.
Did you hear that? Mrs. Barrington.
Not quite, darling, but soon. Very, very soon. Hello.
Yes?
Have a bottle of champagne sent to the room at once. And make sure that we are not disturbed for any reason.
Oh yeah, folks, doing his take on Jerry Lewis in The Bellboy. It's our own Jimmy Fallon. That was built right down the hill here in Soundstage 20. Coming into the area with the sound stages, Stage 12 is one of the largest in the world. Currently being filming there for the TV series The Voice with Christina Aguilera and CeeLo Green. You can see right on the side of the building there. And in this area, the Mindy Project with Mindy Kaling Films, and a new series with Matthew Perry called Go On. Now, Stage 25 and all the sound stages next to it used for the CBS hit series CSI, starring Ted Danson and Elizabeth Shue. That's right, folks, the one that supposedly takes place in Las Vegas mainly films here. Hey, that's nothing. CSI Miami, that films in Long Beach, California. Makes it very interesting when they're filming on the beach and it's supposed to be morning. They have to do it in the evening and vice versa, opposite coasts. And when we're filming in all these sound stages, they become closed sets. That means only the cast, the crew, and special invited guests get to go inside. The next time you come to Universal, you can be an invited guest by taking the VIP experience tour. That's the one that lets you get off the trolley and walk around and go places the general public is not allowed. Over here on the right, Stage 28 is our oldest sound stage. We built this one back in 1925 to house the elaborate Paris opera sets, or the Phantom of the Opera, starring the man of 1,000 faces, Lon Chaney. And you know what? Those opera boxes are still inside there. You might have seen them recently. They were used in the movie The Muppets, starring Jason Segel and Amy Adams. Those two crotchety old men in the opera boxes were actually in the Phantom of the Opera boxes. Coming around the corner, stage 27 is another giant sound stage. Here's a few things we filmed in there. The Jeep in the tree, Mission Control in Houston, and Mount Crumpet for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. We've also done a lot of great television here over the years. Take a look. In addition to being NBC Universal, we are also Sci-Fi, USA, Bravo, Telemundo, the Golf Channel, CNBC, MSNBC, the Weather Channel, Oxygen, and NBC Sports. Of course, if it wasn't for Nick at Night at TV Land, I might be the only one in here who remembers all of these TV shows. Now this area, stage 41, is where they filmed the new Guys with Kids. It's a TV series produced by our own Jimmy Fallon. And these next two sound stages, stage 43 and 44, that's where they filmed Parenthood. Parenthood is based on the Ron Howard film, produced by Ron and his partner Brian Grazer. Stars Craig T. Nelson, Bonnie Bedelia, Peter Krause, Lauren Graham, and Monica Potter. Parenthood plays Tuesday nights on NBC. By the way, they're filming Parenthood on Courthouse Square today. We'll be going through that area, and that's when I'll have to get off the microphone. For some reason, they don't want my voice on their soundtrack. That'll be a quiet zone, but I'll try to play film clips. Over here on the right, the west of the building is our giant technical building. In there we have our state-of-the-art lighting department with over 25,000 lighting instruments, hundreds of miles of cable. Our mill is in there where we build the set pieces. A sign shop. It's so large there is even a small hospital up there in case of emergencies. Over here on the left, behind the white fence, these buildings used to be the dressing rooms for some of Hollywood's biggest stars, like Rock Hudson, Jimmy Stewart, and Doris Day. Today we use mobile dressing rooms, so we use these as casting and production offices. Interesting one coming up on the left, you see Mr. Potato Head over there. He's outside the Hasbro production office. They've been doing movies of some of their games. You might have seen Battleship with Liam Neeson. And next door to that, see that famous silhouette by the front door? That belonged to the master of suspense, Alfred Hitchcock, one of the most respected people in the industry.
Lou said you could move into that office. I said, no, I can never be in Hitchcock's office. That should be okay.
That had me looking at crows like for the next 10 years.
Psycho was Weirdo. Was one of the all-time great masterpieces. Hitchcock was master.
Yeah, Mr. Hitchcock loved to put himself in cameo appearances in his movies. Take a look here. See how often you can pick him out of the crowd.
Good evening. My name is Alfred Hitchcock. We all go a little mad sometimes. And you've seen the plot.
All the buildings are looking at facades, just the fronts and sides of buildings. We never build anything the camera isn't gonna see. We're going to come on to our London Street here in just a moment. This is new for us. We've never had a London Street before. We used to have to use our New York Street. That was London of the swinging 60s for Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me. Buildings on the left-hand side, those are copies of buildings in Bath, England. And here comes our quiet zone, so I will get off the microphone. But next you'll see our New York Street. That was used in Transformers, and also in The Amazing Spider-Man.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. Action! I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up in adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. What kind of place is this? So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
Oh yeah, folks, and this is King Kong 360 3D. Make sure once we get in there, this tram is going to be on Skull Island. Make sure you look all the way around.
Glasses on, everybody. We're back in Skull Island.
Here's a little more about how we created that. Peter Jackson worked for 2.5 years with Weather New Zealand company that did all the 3D. It's very complicated. We have 16 projectors, a whole new balloon suspension system, and those are the 2 largest 3D screens in the world.
With a project like the studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and the T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know where the people are looking. They're looking straight ahead. They're looking at the shot that we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, hell of a ride.
Over here on the left is our 15-acre greens department down below us. Thousands of live plants of all shapes and sizes. We use them in our sound stages and also for scenes out on the back lot. And next we have some picture cars. A picture car is any car seen in a movie, working or not. These are pretty famous. Get your cameras ready. First ones are from the latest Fast and Furious movie, Fast 5. Then we have the little Storm and Norman tank from the Little Rascals movie. The Deathmobile John Belushi rode in Animal House. The car Tom Selleck drove on Magnum P.I. And the mule from Joss Whedon's Serenity. Kid from Knight Rider, the Mercedes from Lost World. And here is the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, Land of the Lost, and Doomsday. The biggest use of cars is in our Fast and Furious movies. We always do a preview. That's a computerized version of it, so we can tell what the shot should be. This one is from Tokyo Drift. Two cars racing through Tokyo, being followed overhead by an attack helicopter. After a while, they pulled through a garage and sped away. But it's an open-air garage. They're still in big trouble. Here in Special Effects Stage 55, we've recreated that open-air garage. There's the two cars. We're going to do the end of this scene for you live. This is also great for shooting video. Please wait till we come to a complete stop, and then if you're in the back of a road, it's okay to stand up and shoot. Just wait till we stop. Hey, Larry! We're here.
We're on the set. Let's see what it takes. And go. Smoke. Go. Fire. Go. All systems check. This one's for real, guys, so watch out. And action.
We got a helicopter overhead. Bring it in closer. Ready. Nice work. Karma. Take a bow, boys. You guys got any other moves?
En train de danser. Génial.
And they'll do the scene over and over and over and unlike human actors, these guys never question their motivation. Yeah, that's Carnage, Karma, and the special effects stages. Now we're going to take you to a little island off the coast of Costa Rica.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah. We're going through the same gate Jeff Goldblum went through. In here we got
Bon, ça fait quoi, Fred? D'être dans la mer?
Matter of fact, on the head on the left, you see the actual Fleetwood Mobile lab was once savagely attacked by the Mama and Papa T-Rex when they were looking for their baby. Because you know, now that I think of it, the last Jurassic movie was nearly 10 years ago. I guess you could say that dinosaurs are once again extinct. Well, maybe not completely extinct. Yeah, guys, those are those spinners. Don't worry, though. That was only water.
Attention.
I'm going to take you down to Mexico. You'll recognize this next area from the movie Three Amigos, which starred Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, and Martin Short. The whole movie began right down here in this little Mexican square. We also did a very funny scene down here in another movie. I'll tell you about that after we look this over. Oh, hey, that's kind of strange. Graham, check it out. It's all wet on the left side, and it's dry over here on the right. There's not a cloud. We better check in with our weatherman. Ever since we became NBCU, we've got the best one. You know him from the Today Show, Mr. Al Roker. Come in, Al.
Hi everybody, here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry on 6 Points, Texas. Cool and cloudy in Little New York. Expect snow and sleet on New York Street. And you've got a high chance of fog and precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island, and Island Rock. That's your forecast for today. Now here's a look at what's going on.
We already know, Al, it's raining. Flash flood. Oh, yeah. Check it out. The ground has become fully saturated. That means it just cannot. Yeah, we created this flood with thousands of gallons. And here is what this looked like in the movie Big Town Live.
You can't outrun the wolf, kid! Yeah, we'll see about that.
Classically trained, Emmy Award-winning actor Paul Giamatti is a big fan of ours. Now this next area ought to look familiar to you if you've seen Paramount's Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which is where India and his son were survived in Peru. This was also the island of Tortuga in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. This is where Jack Sparrow kept getting slapped. This has also been used in TV shows like Community, House, and Shameless. And this is our most historic area. This is 6 Points, Texas. Back in the silent movie days, we had 6 separate streets here, each street a complete western town. And since they were silent movies, we could be filming 6 westerns at the same time. We did over 200 a year. And we use this up to this very day. Here's something we filmed here not very long ago at all.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal line.
I heard this where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town while the getting's good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, fella.
Oh, you can count on it, fella. Then get.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
We just have to talk it out, that's all.
Oh yeah, folks, there you have it, both sides of Jimmy Fallon. Now this next area, you're going to see an artificial lake. This lake was put here back in 1929 for one of the very first
il peut montrer un cow-boy au moins.
Cow-boy, ouais, bien et tout, ouais.
This is the lake right here. It had a full-size riverboat right up here by the dock. Matter of fact, at the far end back there, that is where Paul...
C'est là que quelqu'un surgit.
C'est pas du tout d'époque là.
Old Man River. But half a century ago, this lake starred in one of the great horror movies. This was the lagoon where the creature Black Lagoon used to hang out. We also used it though as the swamp where Norman Bates stashed the bodies in the first Psycho movie. We'll visit the Psycho house in the Bates Motel a little bit later. But now we're going to take another jog into Universal's Old West. We're going now to Denver Street.
Le requin.
Denver Street was used.
Tu vois?
Denver Street was used in movies like Death Street Rides Again with Marlene Dietrich. They also used Denver Street in a couple of Twilight Zone episodes. And at one point, the Denver Street you're going to see take you into an actual soundstage. Over there at stage 50, they filmed an episode of the TV series Bones last season. We get to go in and look around. Here's a portion of that scene.
Look, they're sweet.
He looks very upset.
When I talked to him, the guy died in his arms.
That's with the FBI?
FBI, yeah. We hear about the human remains.
That's him. Right over there.
You alright? Yeah.
I'm not sure I trust that FBI guy. He used to be a vampire. That's Lee. As a matter of fact, the whole San Francisco Bay is right up the stairs on the right-hand side, just inches away from where we'll be. When we first come in, look across the tracks, you see the Panaflex Panavision camera. That's on special.
Attention, sensation forte.
Keep it steady as it rolls along, filming people walking along. If you look up towards the front of the
Ah ouais, ça c'est le truc qui va... C'est l'eau, l'avalanche de l'eau et tout ça.
Stay on set all day long. Hey, somebody needs to get powdered down, or they need their eye makeup redone. I mean, really, makeup is an all-day job for Universal. Also, out behind it, you see something called craft services. Those are the people who provide all of the food and all the company.
Ouais, j'ai vu les dents de ma mère aussi, ouais.
And today there's a police cruiser boat with a diver down below doing one last sweep. Next weekend they'll open the beaches and we get preview.
C'est bien foutu.
The diver today is a
Ils sont
friend
forts,
of
c'est
mine. He said
l'américain.
if he's not busy when we get up here, he'll have a word with us. So here it comes. Amity.
Oh! Plage fermée. Oh oh! Ça c'est dans la mer. Ça.
I thought it was 40. Well, things look bigger. There's the police.
La musique. Ah ouais, ouais. Ça c'est l'enfer. C'est juste là.
Maybe it's a lunch. Beautiful day. Oh, there's the bubbles. Kenny's down there. Wait a minute. Look out there on the water. Look at the size of that fin. We got the wrong shot. This is not good. Oh. Yo. Kenny. It looks like it must really smart. Oh no, they've killed Kenny! Okay, everybody, keep your eye on that yellow float out there. We got some bait attached to that. If he takes the bait, we can be rid of this shark once and for all. And you know what? It's always hungry after a diver appetizer. Come on, take the bait, the yellow float. Take the bait. He took the bait. Now he's also taking the pier. I'm smart. We got Look at this, the shark has moved on the waist of this huge fire. What are the problems with that shark possibly on? Everybody, face to face. Here's the name of that shark that terrorized millions of people. He's working fine now. Well, here's Steven Spielberg.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrated. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hard at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. The shark would roll up.
Il est là.
Slightly over shark block.
So far, that single movie has brought in more than $500 million.
Il était là, toi?
And guess where Bruce the Shark got his name? He was named after Steven Spielberg's lawyer. This area was also used as Cabot Cove, Maine. Starring Angela Lansbury. Miss Lansbury comes back every now and then and does a brand new murder she wrote, Ghost Whisperer. Look up the hill to the right, there's a famous movie musical house, Miss Mona's Chicken Ranch, from the best little whorehouse in Texas. Stars Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton. What a wonderful pair of actors. And now, coming up on your right, from the brand new pilot, Mockingbird Lane. This is a reboot of the Munsters series. It stars Jerry O'Connell as Herman Munster, Portia de Rossi as Lily Munster, and actor Eddie Izzard as Grandpa Munster. And we've just passed Wisteria Lane. Here's what that looked like on HDTV.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good name.
Oh, c'est ça?
Nicolette Sheridan.
T'es déçu, c'est fini alors?
C'est pas fini quand même? C'est la dernière saison?
Ah, il y a plus après, ouais.
Ouais, j'ai dit bien.
Marcia Cross. If you think Wisteria Lane was strange, then you see these next neighborhoods. Coming into the happy little hamlet of Whoville from Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. All these houses, in fact most of the sets in the movie, made of carved and painted styrofoam. We used over 2 million linear feet of styrofoam making Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now in these neighborhoods, they may look a little weird to you. We are preparing for Halloween Horror Nights that begin, I believe, the 21st of September. This is going to be part of the route of the Terror Trail. Hi, Norman.
Psychose.
Oh, no, Norman, no. No. Now stay there, Norman.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steve had.
When we first began to sit down to talk about the war of the world, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
Well, you're seeing it right now, folks. This is it. This is the actual set from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. Now that we're stopped, it's okay to stand up. It's one of the largest, most expensive in film history. Mainly because, see, that is a real 747 that was purchased in one piece and then torn apart and destroyed just for this movie.
You're doing good.
On dirait l'os.
You're doing good.
L'os, j'espère que c'est pas notre avion. Révolution. À la maison.
Robbie, get in.
Ouais, c'est le film avec le dernier, le mec qui est dernier.
Get in.
Il y a le dernier homme.
Okay, guys, take your seats.
Ah, je l'ai vu ce film.
2012. C'est pas ça?
Non.
Other studios use miniatures for sets.
La guerre du monde.
Ouais, la guerre du monde.
Steven Spielberg, another matter entirely. Now, folks, as we come down the Psycho Pass here, directly ahead of us there is a big, long cabin. That was created for the classic comedy The Great Outdoors.
Vas-y, la queue de l'avion, là.
C'est l'Amérique, faut pas chercher.
Ouais, ils ont fait sauter un là.
Oh yeah, guys, but
Ils ont fait un vrai, puis ils ont laissé comme ça.
After we used that building for that movie, we moved the whole thing into stage 43. That was great rehearsal. We hope you enjoyed your behind-the-scenes access and a peek at 100 years of movies and memories at the Universal Studios. Now here's the man who started it off, Jimmy Fallon.
I can't believe it. We've made it to the end of our tour, you guys. How about...
Wonderful Will and Glorious Graham.
Weren't they the best?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, before we go, I'd like to sing you a little song I made up. I was just 5 years old. It's called Tramcast. We had a real good time together.
Yes, we did.
Now the ride is done. We saw some crazy cool stuff, and we had a lot of fun. This tram has made its final stop, but don't be sad and blue, 'cause there's still one more thing that I'd like to say to you.
2, 3, 4.
Have a tram-tastic day. Have a tram-tastic night. Watch your step as you exit the tram, and everything will be alright. Come on, have a tram-tastic day. Have a tram-tastic night. Just watch your step as you exit the tram, and everything will be alright. Just the dads now, and everything will be alright. Just the moms, and everything will be alright. Just Jaws.
All right, everybody. Hey, while I've got him stopped at the Shark, I wanted to tell you, if you don't have an annual pass, stop by the Hollywood Ticket Outlet by the Blues Brothers stage. You'll be amazed. It's just a few dollars along with your ticket for today, and you can have a pass that will let you come back for a full year. And while you're at the Blues Brothers stage, find out if they have any of those free tickets to the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And thanks for joining us at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. All right, take it, Jimmy.
Okay, have a tram-tastic day. Have a tram-tastic night. Watch your step as you exit the tram. Everything will be alright. Yeah, thank you for coming to the Universal Tour, everybody. Get home safe. Tram-tastic day. Have a tram.
so guys, when you get
Oh, je pense que c'est bientôt la fin. Oui, c'est la fin.
Ouais, c'est la fin qu'on va descendre.
packages there, be a little careful. We keep finding people with sunglasses.
Ah, prochaine attraction, tiens. Allez, prochaine attraction.
Just watch your step as you
Ouais. Vas-y.
Chicago Speakeasy. Dan Aykroyd and Ad Blues Band first played old blues records for his friend John Belushi at the 505 Club, an underground bar that Aykroyd owned in Chicago. Belushi and Aykroyd quickly put together an all-star band featuring legendary musicians from New York and
Ouais, mais je peux bien aller, mais... Allez, voilà, c'est eux. Ah ouais, quand tout va T'es sûr, c'est là?